What does the sound of your own body betraying you feel like? Is it the faint creak in your knees when you stand up from your favorite chair? Is it the sharp twinge in your hip that makes you pause halfway up the stairs? Or is it the quiet, sinking feeling that you can't keep up like you used to? That a simple walk in the park with your grandkids feels more like a marathon. We've spent our entire lives being told to eat our fruits to be healthy. But what if I told you that some of those healthy choices, the very fruits you might have had for breakfast this morning, are silently sabotaging your strength, inflaming your joints, and destroying the power in your legs? If you're over 60, please stay with me for the next few minutes because I'm going to expose the 7 worst fruits that many seniors eat every day. And this information could be the key to reclaiming your mobility and your independence. Now, this isn't just my opinion. This is based on fundamental science. The key villains here are inflammation and blood sugar spikes. When we eat foods with a high glycemic index, meaning they dump a lot of sugar into our blood at once, our body releases insulin to manage it. For seniors, our bodies often don't handle these spikes as well as they used to. This roller coaster can lead to chronic, low-grade inflammation. Think of inflammation as a slow, corrosive rust on the inside of your body. It attacks the delicate cartilage in your knees, hips, and ankles. It stiffens your muscles and contributes to that constant nagging pain. The American Journal of Clinical Nutrition has published numerous studies linking high-sugar diets directly to higher levels of inflammatory markers in the blood. So the fruits we're about to discuss aren't bad because they're fruit. They're on this list because of how they can trigger this destructive cycle in an aging body.
All right, let's get right to it. Here are the 7 culprits you need to be wary of. Number 7. Canned fruits in heavy syrup. This one might seem obvious, but you'd be surprised. A can of peaches or a fruit cocktail looks harmless, but they are swimming in a pool of high fructose corn syrup. This isn't fruit anymore. It's candy that's destroying your leg strength 1 spoonful at a time. The fiber is often processed out, and the sugar content is off the charts. Number 6. Most fruit juices, especially orange and apple juice. We were raised on this stuff, but when you juice a fruit, you strip away its most valuable asset, the fiber. Fiber is what slows down sugar absorption. Without it, you're drinking pure, liquid sugar that hits your bloodstream like a tidal wave. That morning glass of OJ? It's starting your day with a jolt of inflammation. Number 5. Grapes and mangoes. I know, this one hurts. Grapes and mangoes are delicious. They're nature's candy. But that's the key word. Candy. They are incredibly high in sugar. A single cup of grapes can have over 23 grams of sugar. For someone struggling with joint pain or pre-diabetes, eating a large bunch of grapes is like throwing gasoline on a fire. Number 4. Sugary dried fruits. Things like raisins, dates, and especially sweetened dried cranberries or pineapple. The drying process concentrates the sugar immensely. They become tiny sugar bombs. A small handful can have as much sugar as a full-sized candy bar, tricking you into thinking you're making a healthy choice. Number 3. Bananas when overripe. A greenish or yellow banana is great. It has resistant starch and less sugar. But that spotty, brown, super sweet banana? The starches have converted almost entirely to sugar. It's fantastic for quick energy before a workout, but for a sedentary senior, it's just another unnecessary sugar spike. Number 2. Pineapple in large quantities. Pineapple has great enzymes, but it's also very high in sugar and acid. For some people, especially those with arthritis, the high acidity can worsen joint pain. Enjoy a small piece, but a huge bowl of it is asking for trouble. And the number 1 worst fruit for many seniors? Grapefruit. This one is shocking, and it's not about sugar. It's about a serious chemical interaction. Grapefruit contains compounds called furanocoumarins that can block a critical enzyme in your intestines. This means your body can't break down certain medications, leading to dangerously high levels in your blood. This includes very common drugs for seniors, like statins for cholesterol and certain blood pressure medications. Always, and I mean always, ask your doctor or pharmacist about grapefruit if you are on any medication. This isn't just about science for me. It's personal.
I watched my own father, a man who built our house with his own 2 hands, start to lose his confidence. He'd wince every time he stood up. He stopped working in his garden because kneeling was too painful. The worst part was the look on his face when he had to say no to his grandkids when they asked him to kick a ball around. It was a look of defeat, of being trapped in his own body. He was doing everything right. He ate a fruit salad every single morning filled with grapes, canned peaches, and banana, and drank a big glass of orange juice. He thought he was fighting the aging process. In reality, he was fueling the very inflammation that was stealing his joy. We made one tiny change, just one. We swapped his fruit salad and juice for a small bowl of berries and a glass of water with lemon. 2 months later, he called me. He said, "You know, I walked up the stairs today and didn't even think about my knee." It wasn't a miracle. We didn't cure his arthritis, but we removed the fuel for the fire. We gave his body a chance to heal. We gave him back his mornings and a piece of his freedom.
So what should you be eating? It's simple. We're not taking fruit away, we're just making smarter swaps. Here are your new powerhouses. First, berries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries. They are low in sugar, packed with antioxidants that fight inflammation, and full of fiber. They are the #1 best choice. Second, avocados. Yes, it's a fruit. It has virtually no sugar and is full of healthy monounsaturated fats that are fantastic for lubricating joints and reducing inflammation. Third, apples and pears, with the skin on. The skin is where all the fiber and a lot of the nutrients are. An apple a day truly can help keep the doctor away, as long as you eat the whole thing. And finally, papaya and kiwi. They are rich in enzymes and vitamin C, which are crucial for collagen production and tissue repair in your joints. The solution is simple. Swap, don't stop. Instead of a glass of juice, have a handful of blueberries. Instead of canned fruit, have a whole apple. Your golden years are meant for living, not for hurting. They're for walks in the park, for dancing in the kitchen, for being present and active with the people you love. It's not about fearing fruit, it's about being intelligent with your choices. Now, I have a question for you, and I'd be so grateful if you'd answer honestly in the comments below. It helps us all learn and feel less alone. Which of these 7 worst fruits has been a regular part of your diet? There is absolutely no judgment here. For my dad, it was juice and grapes. By sharing, you might help someone else recognize a pattern in their own life. Let's create a community of support for all the seniors here who are fighting to stay strong and healthy. If this video opened your eyes today, please do me a favor and click that like button. It tells YouTube that this information is important. And share it with a friend, a parent, or a neighbor who you think needs to hear this. And finally, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next video on the best exercises to rebuild leg strength after 60. Thank you for your time. Be smart, be strong, and be well.